This story is haunting in the most unsettling way. I had a young mother come in for a scheduled C-section at 33 weeks pregnant with triplets. She was nervous, understandably, and I could see the anxiety in her eyes as I prepared to do her initial exam. As a PGY2 second-year resident, I was tasked with taking her health history and performing an ultrasound to check the position of the babies. She was squirming in discomfort, clearly worried. I asked her if there was anything I could do to help ease her nerves. She confided in me that she'd been warned about all the complications that could come with a multiple pregnancy, but none of them had happened. Everything had been going smoothly so far. In fact, she'd even been walking around the mall just the day before, and the babies were all projected to be over 4 pounds each. So the C-section had been scheduled. Then, she said something that stuck with me. "I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop." I tried to comfort her, telling her that everything looked great, that the babies were healthy and growing well. The C-section went smoothly. All 3 babies were born, big and healthy, and I rounded on her the next morning, feeling relieved. I even told her that she had nothing to worry about, that everything had turned out fine. I left for the day, thinking it was all over. But then, just hours later, tragedy struck. She died the next day in transit to another hospital, on a helicopter, trying to get a heart transplant. The cause? Acute cardiac decomposition. Her heart was failing, and it wasn't until after the delivery that it all came crashing down. She had been developing a condition called dilated cardiomyopathy, a weakening of the heart muscle, which had been hidden for so long. The pregnancy, the pressure from her growing uterus, had been compensating for her condition. But after delivery, her body couldn't keep up. The stress of the labor, the shift in her body's balance, was too much. She knew. Somehow, deep down, she knew. And I can't shake the thought that her words, "I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop," were a premonition, as if she had already sensed what was coming. It's the cruelest kind of fate, one that feels more unjust than anything. Her death, just as everything seemed to go perfectly, is a reminder of how unpredictable and fragile life can be. It's the worst kind of twist, when everything looks fine on the surface, but underneath, the heart is quietly failing. And now, every time I think of her, I remember those words, and how they turned out to be the tragic truth.